Hey guys, Brien here with another week of my culinary school experience, and as you see, I'm on location. Before I forget, I want to say Happy Easter and Happy April Fool's Day to all of you out there. I hope you're spending some time with family, eating some Easter eggs and some delicious food. So Happy Easter 2018, everyone. As you see, I am on location here. I am currently in the Viking Kitchen here at the Culinary Institute of America, or my classroom. That's right, this is the classroom, the kitchen that I actually take all of my cooking classes the first semester. There are several kitchens here at Greystone, but this is the one that I learned in first semester, and it's called the Viking Kitchen for a reason. Every piece of equipment and utensil that you see here in this kitchen is a Viking product. The company Viking actually sponsored this kitchen. So all of this beautiful equipment is Viking, and let me just tell you, Viking, thank you so much. This is a beautiful classroom, and I wouldn't rather learn anywhere else. You know, we just finished week 13 here in my first semester at the CIA Greystone, and it was absolutely a week for the record books. I started with my liberal arts classes, my nutrition and my hospitality. Pretty normal weeks. We're starting to wrap things up, you know. In the next week and a half, all of my classes for the first semester will be ending. So we're really, you know, focused on those last couple days, what we need to do, what projects we need to finish, what group work we need, and what tests we need to pass. So we're really kind of wrapping things up with both nutrition and hospitality, but still, great classes, love the instructors, super pleasure to be here. But this classroom is where I take my Culinary Fundamentals class. And this coming week is the biggest week in Culinary Fundamentals because I will be taking my first term practical in this kitchen. Now the first term practical, I'll just explain it to you a little bit. Throughout the semester we've been taught different dishes. Within the last, I'd say 4 weeks, we started to actually plate those dishes and present them to our chef instructor, Chef Wong. That is so much fun to do. We have plating windows, so every student is assigned a time to which they are supposed to deliver their food to the chef instructor. We usually have 4 or 5 people in each plating window. We come up together, usually actually in this area right here, present our dishes, and we all taste each other's dishes together so that the chef can say, this dish needs more salt. You try this one. This one has a better salt ratio. And so we get to taste things, we get to develop our palate, and we get to see the different plating techniques of my fellow classmates. So this week, the culinary practical, we're going to come into this kitchen and we're going to pick out of a hat one of 4 dishes. Once we pick out of that hat, we're going to have about 2.5 hours to cook 2 completed dishes. For instance, one of the dishes that I could choose is beef stew. In fact, I cooked beef stew last week, and the other dish that I cooked this week was actually sauteed chicken breast. So those were the 2 dishes: beef stew, sauteed chicken breast. Great, fantastic dishes, and those are both actually going to be on my practical. So the beef stew, I served that with some fresh pasta. Each dish that I get for this practical, they're going to have a protein with a sauce that is created. The beef stew kind of is cooked in its own sauce, so you don't really have to make a separate sauce for beef stew. But with beef stew, there's also fresh pasta, and also a vegetable, and 2 vegetables. So each plate has a protein with a sauce, 2 vegetables, and a starch. And each person needs to create a composed 2 dishes to present to their chef instructor. So we're going to come in the morning, we're going to take our final written exam, and then we're going to pull from a hat. That will then determine what we will be cooking for our chef instructor. 2.5 hours to cook it, bang it out, and then deliver it with mayonnaise, actually. Our chef said that we're going to have too much time to do these dishes, so he's going to add mayonnaise to our task list for our final, which I'm totally okay with. So next Friday, I will be in this kitchen, slaving away, cooking 2 dishes that I won't know about until the morning of. You need to be really prepared for it. I'm really excited to do it, and that actually is the end of the tough stuff. As soon as that practical is over, my first semester is basically behind me, and I can celebrate that I've made it through. I love working in this kitchen. Every team, the way that we set this kitchen up is every team has their own suite. Each suite has 2 stovetops, 2 ovens. It's got just a number of things. We got cutting boards, we got areas to keep supplies and lowboys and everything like that. So this is the perfect actual classroom for me to learn in. There are other classrooms. Actually on the 3rd floor is called the teaching kitchen here at Greystone, and I actually haven't worked in there yet. I will probably come next semester. But this has been my cooking home for the last few months. So again, this last week, week 13, in the books, I cooked beef stew and sauteed chicken breast. They turned out well. I'm very happy with the flavor and how my plating turned out. But this next week, I have the job. So Monday, tomorrow, there's a career fair. There's going to be 41 different restaurants represented upstairs in the barrel room, and I'm going to go and try to meet each and every one of them. I want to talk about setting up an externship. I've already kind of started a dialogue with a number of restaurants to get my externship set. That's what my 3rd semester here is actually going to be, my externship. You leave campus and you spend 3.5 to 4 months in the industry working, and that's actually a class. It's really exciting, and I'm trying to get the best restaurant possible and try to find a mentor to guide me and teach me all the ways of becoming the greatest chef that I can possibly be. So that's it for me, guys. Week 13 in the books. Again, happy Easter and happy April Fool's Day. This is the kitchen that I learned in, the Viking kitchen here at the Culinary Institute of America at Greystone. Week 13 in the books. My name is Brien O'Brien. Please like, share, subscribe. If any of you have any questions about what it's like to work in this kitchen, what it's like to come to school here, how it is to get enrolled in the school, please feel free to reach out. You can email me at brian@chefbrienobrien.com, or just comment or inbox me. Thanks again, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you and telling you how my practice went in week 14.